All right. Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and this is your weekly Xur loot and location PSA. He's on EDZ near the Winding Cove in his one of 3 locations. As far as exotics go, he's got the Skyburner's Oath, probably the worst exotic in the game as of right now. Next season, though, when they do the aerial changes, they're doing some big changes to Skyburners. It might be really good then. Only time will tell. Saying that the Skyburners could be really good sounds really crazy considering how bad it's been for so long, but it could be good for like aerial fighting in PvP. We'll see. The Celestial Nighthawk could also be really good because it will be Solar 3.0 next season, and we don't know, we haven't seen any specific changes to this, but there's potential with seasonal artifact mods and this exotic being very good for Solar Hunter for so long that it could be really good. This roll is pretty bad though, with really high resilience and low recovery, so might not want that roll. This Heart of Inmost Light is one of the best exotics for Titans currently. Definitely worth grabbing. This distribution is also really good. It does suck that it has like low discipline, but it still is a really good roll, 65 stat, and pretty good distribution overall with the low mobility on that, so definitely worth grabbing for your Titan. The Felwinter's Helm. This exotic I don't see too much. Powered melee kills create a burst of energy that weakens nearby enemies. I really don't see this too much for Warlocks. So if the Warlocks in the chat want to disagree, you can. This stat overall is pretty bad though, with high mobility and low recovery, so probably not the best grab. As far as weapons go, we have Last Perdition, Rangefinder and Kill Clip. This is actually a really good roll of this 390 RPM. The 390s, if you get a damage boosting perk, have a better time to kill, and Bungie did announce a buff to the 450s, so this archetype itself isn't getting buffed specifically like the other ones in the recent TWAB yesterday, but this will be pretty good next season. So definitely could be worth grabbing because that's just a free like near god roll, if not a god roll of that weapon. Overflow and Rampage is a really good perk combination, but on False Promises a 360 not so good, not really worth it. Eternal Blazon, that's a pretty average roll. Truth Teller, pretty average roll. First in Last Out, pretty average roll. Honor's Edge, also that's a pretty terrible roll actually. And the Talons of the Eagle, that's a pretty terrible roll. So nothing good besides that one, and then maybe that. As far as armor goes, we've got a 64 stat on the Gauntlet with high resilience, low recovery, so that's not it. 59 stat, not it. The helmet has a 61 high resilience. We got a lot of high resilience armor here, which I mean could be really good next season if you really want to have spec into unflinching, so keep that in mind. The Hawk Moon's got Killing Wind on it. The Dead Man's Tail's got Moving Target. Neither are the most ideal perks you're looking for. Now we'll go ahead and head over to Dim and we'll look at the armor for Titan and for Warlock. So we go to vendors, go to Titan, we can do this, open this up here. We've got Xur. The Titan Gauntlet is a 55 stat roll, that's terrible. 61 stat roll with high mobility for the chest, also bad. The helmet has also high mobility and low recovery, also bad. And then these pair of boots are actually not too bad with like ridiculously high resilience, a little low on the recovery side, but these are actually decent with a 65 stat, so that maybe the boots would be good for your Titan. For the Warlock, last and certainly least, hopefully they don't win Guardian games, we've got 66 stat gauntlets, which is pretty high to grab, but high mobility, maybe not necessarily the best play, we'll see. Recovery and mobility again for the chest, and then really high resilience for the helmet, and high recovery. This is actually a pretty good pair of boots right here, but 58 stat overall, so a little low on the stat side. But with a lot of changes coming next season, we'll see which stats are going to be the best. So definitely worth it to stockpile up a little bit on some high stat roll armor. And that's going to be a wrap on Xur's PSA. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed. Smash the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Later.